we kind of follow this, kind of 70-20-10 model of like 70% of our time is spent on the things here and now. And what our clients need right now. 20% of our time is spent on what's near, what's coming up. And then 10% of our time is spent on the things that, not all of it's going to hit mainstream. Some things are going to be a flop, but we have to be looking.
What are the biggest challenges at the moment for professional services, consultancy firms? Do you think over the next 5 to 10 years, what challenges do you need to overcome, do you think, Kelly?
Well, as with any tech evolution, as new advances come on the market, we have to reskill, upskill, keep our workforce modern. So, going through the process of making sure that we're keeping everybody upskilled and modern on where technology is going is a priority. Training programs, all of that. We launched a data literacy program a couple of years ago to really usher our whole workforce into the next era of where the priority was going to be on the digital transformation agenda. And so it's our job to make everyone literate in what's next. And so that was data. And we're doing the same thing with AI technology. So tools like Copilot and, the vast array of tools out there, making sure that our workforce we got to be ahead. We got to be, a few steps ahead of where the enterprise is ready to adopt these things. So keeping skills sharp is a priority, and then also continuing to evolve our strategy for what's next, because we're already thinking about what's behind AI, what's the next thing, where are we going next, and you have to incubate those things early. And so, we kind of follow this, kind of 70-20-10 model of like 70% of our time is spent on the things here and now. And what our clients need right now. 20% of our time is spent on what's near, what's coming up. And then 10% of our time is spent on the things that, not all of it's going to hit mainstream. Some things are going to be a flop, but we have to be looking at those things.
In light of these emerging challenges, shall we say, and opportunities as well, through less maybe specifically in terms of AI. Do you think we're going to have to, the professional services are going to have to evolve, or do you think the same paradigms will apply?
Yeah, I'm continually reminded that standing still is not a strategy for any business. So
it's going backwards, isn't it? Really?
It definitely is. I think over the last year, we've seen with the macroeconomic conditions, we've seen large enterprise clients have certainly, tightened budgets. There's more of a focus on where spend is going. And so how has that looked for a professional services company? Well, it's meant, being on the receiving end of vendor consolidation sometimes. And so what does that mean? Well, it means that, where the enterprise buyer is going now is looking for more things from a single partner. And so when you look at the M&A that's happening in the professional services space, it's acquiring more capabilities to be more of a one-stop shop for the clients that we serve. And so I think that's one thing, separate from AI, that is one thing that we're seeing in the consultancy space is that, clients want fewer, deeper relationships. And in order to serve them, you need to be really great at those things. And so where I think AI is going to come in is it's going to continue to help make more efficient the work that we do. So just like, any company is saying, what can we automate, or what's the power of AI to make this process more efficient, reduce manual work? It's the same for consulting, whether it's research, the research that we do, the notorious PowerPoint deck that consultancies are notorious for putting together, but it's like, how can we make application development, engineering? Again, I don't believe AI is going to replace engineers. No. But I do believe that it's going to make things more efficient. And so that's what we're looking at. We look at that for our own business. How can AI make it better? And how can it make it more efficient so that we can spend more time on the high value depth of the things, and the more the relationships with our clients and the people intensive things with our clients.
Sure. in your line of work, you get to see multiple industries, multiple different types of
Mhm.
organizations, et cetera, et cetera. In your opinion, and from what you're seeing, are organizations responding and looking at AI now as a real value proposition to their business? And are they moving quickly enough? Or are there a lot of companies still burying their head in the sand and hoping this will all go away? What are you seeing in
Yeah.
generally in the marketplace at the moment, Kelly?
Overall, nobody's standing still. Everybody is asking the right questions about what does this technology mean for our business and what are
Yeah.
the important high value use cases it can solve. And so we're probably, I don't know, maybe peaking in the hype cycle right now, close to peaking in the hype cycle of the promise of AI and
Within
just hitting.
1998, aren't we? With
Right, we are.
pets.com, it's like, anything with .com on the end is worth $20 million with
That's it.
like two days of trading, and yeah.
That's it. You want to sell your company, you put a .ai at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. So now, now companies are saying where are the high value use cases, and so I
Yeah,
think we're getting to the good stuff now. But it's still early days. It
it
really
is
is still
very early,
early
isn't it?
days.
Yeah,
But you have to, again. We serve the enterprise, and so when I look at the journey that the enterprise has been on, they've got their cloud platforms in. They're aligned with, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. These are the foundations that
yeah,
run enterprise businesses. And so when you look at what those companies have been doing, the big tech players, they've been retooling and rolling out new AI driven modules and tools and accelerators, right? And they've added that to their capabilities. So now enterprises who are already leveraging and made big investments in these platforms are saying, well, I have the tools. How am I going to use them? And so, which use cases are the right use cases to use them for? How do I get the most value out of them? And so that's where we're helping our clients the most. We're helping them with get the use and the value out of your investment
mm,
in these cloud platforms. And often the innovation starts at the data layer as it relates to AI. So most of
yeah.
the AI conversations we're having
It's
start
data
with,
conversations, isn't it? Yeah,
yes, it starts with, hey, we want to do this. And it's like, okay, well, to do that, where's the data to do it? And it really has been a catalyst to kickstart where the next priority on the digital transformation agenda is, which is the
yeah.
data layer.